The Ottoman Empire was one of the longest-lasting and most powerful empires in world history. It ruled for more than 600 years, and at its peak, it controlled territories in Europe, Asia, and Africa. But how did it all begin? And what led to its decline? The story of the Ottoman Empire begins around the year 1299. It was founded by Osman I, a Turkish tribal leader in Anatolia, which is modern-day Turkey. The empire is actually named after him. Ottoman comes from Osman. At first, the Ottomans were just one of many small Muslim states in the region. But they were skilled in warfare, politics, and alliances, which helped them expand rapidly. By the mid-1300s, the Ottomans had already moved into southeastern Europe. They took over parts of the Balkans and slowly pushed back the weakening Byzantine Empire. Then, in 1453, a major turning point happened. The Ottomans, led by Sultan Mehmed II, conquered the city of Constantinople. This was the capital of the Byzantine Empire, and its fall marked the end of the Eastern Roman Empire. Constantinople was renamed Istanbul, and it became the new capital of the Ottoman Empire. This victory gave the Ottomans control over key trade routes between Europe and Asia. Over the next century, they continued expanding. They conquered Syria, Egypt, the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, much of North Africa, and large parts of Eastern Europe, including Hungary and parts of modern-day Ukraine. The Ottoman Empire reached its golden age in the 16th century under the rule of Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent. Under his leadership, the empire expanded its territory, improved its legal system, built beautiful architecture, and became a major center of culture and science. Suleiman ruled from 1520 to 1566 and was one of the most powerful monarchs in the world during that time. At its height, the empire covered around 5 million square kilometers and included more than 30 modern-day countries. It had a population of over 30 million people. The Ottomans built an organized and efficient system of government. They had a strong army, including the famous Janissaries, an elite military group trained from childhood. The empire also allowed religious freedom for Christians and Jews under the millet system, where communities could govern themselves in religious matters. But after Suleiman's death, the empire slowly began to decline. Corruption, weak leadership, and military defeats began to weaken the state. The empire also failed to keep up with Europe's technological and economic advancements. Over time, European powers like Britain, France, and Russia became stronger, while the Ottoman Empire struggled to modernize. In the 18th and 19th centuries, many parts of the empire began to fight for independence. Greece gained independence in the 1820s. The Balkans saw revolts and wars. The empire became known as the sick man of Europe. European nations started interfering in Ottoman affairs, taking advantage of its weakness. The final blow came in the early 20th century during World War I. The Ottoman Empire sided with Germany and the Central Powers, and lost. After the war ended, the empire was dismantled by the Allied forces. In 1922, the last Ottoman Sultan was removed from power, officially ending the empire after more than 620 years. The following year, in 1923, the Republic of Turkey was founded by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, who led the country in a new direction. Turkey became a modern, secular nation-state, and the Ottoman era came to a close. Even though the empire no longer exists, its influence can still be seen today, in architecture, language, food, religion, and politics across the Middle East, North Africa, and parts of Europe. So, from a small tribe in Anatolia to one of the most powerful empires in the world, the story of the Ottoman Empire is a remarkable chapter in human history. It rose through strong leadership and strategic expansion, and it fell due to internal weakness and external pressures. If you enjoyed learning about the rise and fall of the Ottoman Empire, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more fascinating history on IQ Lane, where curiosity meets clarity.